In this video, we're going to talk about slope and also the average rate of change. So the slope formula says that for 2 points, x1, y1, and x2, y2, the slope of the line through those points is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. And the order of the points doesn't matter, so you can subtract in whichever order you please as long as you stay consistent. So that means that this has to be 1 point, and this has to be the other point. So, for example, suppose I want to find the slope of the line through the points to -7 and 5, 3. So I'll just take that slope formula and I'm going to label 2, -7 as x1 and y1 because I decided to do it that way. I could have labeled 5, 3 that way. And then that means that 5, 3 has to be x2, y2. So that means I'm going to take 3 minus a -7 in the numerator and 5 minus 2 in the denominator. 3 minus a -7 is a positive 10, 5 minus 2 is a positive 3, and so my final answer is 10 over 3 because I can't simplify that any further. Now let's talk about average rate of change. So if we have a function f of x, the average rate of change from x1 to x2 is really just the same formula as we had for slope. So in this case, we have y2 is equal to f of x2, and y1 is equal to f of x1. So the average rate of change is f of x2 minus f of x1, all of that divided by x2 minus x1. So let's take a look at an example. Okay, so we're going to find the average rate of change from x1 equals 3 to x2 equals 5 of the function f of x equals x squared. So first thing I'm going to do is find f of x1, and that is f of 3, so that's 3 squared, which is 9. Then I'm going to find f of x2, and that's f of 5, so that's 5 squared, which is 25. All right, so my average rate of change is 25 minus 9 over 5 minus 3. And that's going to be 16 over 2, which is 8. And that is my final answer.